All right, so I'm in the middle of trying to hire somebody, right? Right in the middle of it. I just did a hands-on interview, and I want to document better the things that I'm thinking and the processes that I'm doing, and just from start to finish, me hiring somebody to me getting them booked and successful, right? So right now, I did a hands-on interview the other day with a massage therapist, and now some of the things that are in my head are, she does a massage that is so much different than mine, right? Like, I am really quick to kind of get into the work and get to the client's problem area and fix, right? In the fix mode. And her style is to, it's more energetic, it's more spiritual, right? It's more like, let me relax the mind, body, and soul before we get into any of the deeper physical work. But she does have the same goal of pain relief, of stress relief that I have. It's just different approach, right? And so I love her attitude. I love her personality. She's a great human being, right? So my only struggle with this is, okay, I have to now market this in a different way than I market myself, right? And so if I do end up hiring her, those are the things that are going through my head right now, are how am I going to market this? Who are we going to target for her clientele, right? Because if we go after some of the same ideals as what I'm marketing for me, I don't know that the client expectations might butt up against each other. So there's some steps that we have to have in place, right? We're going to have to market up front this difference in how she works, right? We'll probably have to allow her to do some sort of mini consultation before the people come in so that we can make sure that they're a right fit for her. Or at least reset their expectations to understand that this is going to be a 1, 2, 3 session thing. If they're doing shorter sessions, or we need to be able to sell longer sessions so that she does have time to do all the things she needs to do to relax the body, right, the mind, and then in the same session get into deeper work, right? Because she did an hour, probably hour and a half on me, and didn't really get into any of the focus work, the detail work yet, because she was still doing what she thought needed to happen for me to let go of all the tension that I'm holding on to, right? And so if she would have had 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, then we could have gotten into that. So these are just some of the things that I'm thinking about when it comes to hiring this person. And as a business owner, right, when you're hiring therapists, this is one of the reasons why I like to get a hands-on interview so that I can see, where do you need to be trained? Where do we need do you need techniques because you're lacking on actually being able to work in certain areas? And then also, can I even confidently market you, right? Can I confidently put my name behind you, or do I think I can get you to a point relatively quickly that I can confidently start referring you people and putting my business name on the line and my reputation on the line, right? Those are some of the things in my head when I'm hiring somebody. And so I think ultimately the answer is yes. I still need to experience the actual detail work that she says she can do, because I haven't, right? I've only experiencing the lighter, relaxing, very relaxing side of things, right? It was a great massage in that aspect. And I did have some shoulder and neck tension that in that moment was not as tense. I couldn't feel it anymore in that moment. Of course, if I move my arm or something, like it's still there, like when I push on it, but at least just sitting there after the massage, I couldn't feel it anymore, right? And so that's good. But I think because she had some communication up front, and because I actually went into that with a different mindset of, let me just be open to whatever she does and open to receiving that, I then think that I was able to experience some results. But the average therapist never explains that process, right? Which I highly recommend, especially if your work is on the lighter side, or you like to do a ton of relaxation work to really let the body and tension calm down before you go in with deeper pressure. That needs to be communicated up front so that the client can be in the right mindset instead of laying there wondering, when the heck is she going to use deeper pressure? When the heck is he going to use deeper pressure? I came here for this and you're doing this. Like, those type of thoughts ruin any type of progress that you think you're making in the session, because you haven't managed those thoughts, right? So I'm all over the place on this right now, but that's some of the things in my head, is that we do have some work to do around marketing. But also, she could be a really great fit for some people I'm not a great fit for, you know? Some people who do like lighter work or something more energetic like Reiki and stuff like that I don't typically do, right? So that's beneficial. And yeah, we're gonna have to do a good amount of training. This therapist has been in the game just as long as me, but we're still gonna have to do training, right? We still have to learn a process and a sales process, and getting the massage needs to be on point so that she can actually make people happy. That makes everything else we do easier. That makes the consultation easier. That makes asking them to rebook easier. It makes selling packages and memberships easier. The work being really high quality is where I focus on in the beginning, and then we start working on the consultation and the sales process and the conversations we have with clients before and after the session, along with follow-up. But we have to make sure that the service is actually on point. And so she'll be going through at least a 3-month apprenticeship where we're just getting people hands-on, getting people in to see her, right? The goal of that is to just get feedback on what she's doing and how clients are receiving it, so that we can then train and coach and have conversations around how can we either fix this or double down on this thing that's working, right? So yeah, I have a base training process, but this apprenticeship is probably the best thing, because I actually give her client feedback, raw client feedback, whether they liked it, they didn't like it, what did they love or not like about it. And we just never get that as massage therapists or in any service profession, right? Well, a lot of times we don't hear what clients like and dislike about our service, at least not honestly, or they'll sugarcoat it a little bit. But with doing this, we get the real feedback. And then we can actually make positive changes in that direction, or we can make positive changes. So this is, I guess, vlog number 1 of the process of me hiring a therapist. Like I said, we did the hands-on. I haven't even told her she's got the job yet. I still need to feel, and I'm going to trade with her for this one. So I'm going to trade with her. I need to feel the work, and then I will work on her as well, kind of as an exchange for the additional work. Because while the massage was very relaxing, and I do think a lot of people will respond to that, most people come to my business for pain relief and for that hurt so good feeling during a massage that I preach so much about out on social media. And so I have to at least make sure she can do that comfortably without hurting herself. And that's where we're at right now. I think I'm gonna call her right now and set up the next interview or the next hands-on. That day, we will actually do a training with her. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the journey. I'm gonna try to do as many of these as possible and actually show the real, like, in time, me training her. So follow along on my Instagram, most likely, at Michael Ortiz Jr. Michael Ortiz Jr. Yeah, follow along. Or on my YouTube at Michael Ortiz Jr. Peace.